Brago. It's like the Amazon rainforest in here. Welcome back in, you guys. One Piece chapter 1169 is here. And, you know, everybody's talking about that damn hammer. What's going on with the devil fruit, homie? There's a lot of questions surrounding it. But, Brago, I got something to ask you instead. Those damn scratch marks in the throne room, current day, does that come from Ragnar? Or does it come from somebody else? Like, perhaps Shamrock and his Cerberus blade.
Or maybe Loki and his devil fruit transformation. Shamrock pulling up with the Cerberus. It would be fun. That would be the best thing to happen. If Shamrock shows up, and he's like, Shanks, what's going on? And it's like we have like a quick brother back and forth. That would be really dope, actually. But it feels like a pipe dream, though. It feels like a pipe dream.
Feels like a pipe dream? I mean, here's the thing. We know that Scopper and Sommers, they fought in the past. Didn't happen at God Valley. And even in this latest chapter, Scopper was getting the 411 on how the God Knights function. Like, oh, immortality, interesting. What a weird power. Abyss? Oh my god. Like, Scopper has never heard of any of this before, seemingly. So I'm going to go on a limb and say that potentially Shamrock and Sommers show up, and this is where Scopper fights Sommers for the first time.
I'm not mad at that leap on the limb. I think that would make for the most interesting thing. Because, you know what's better than one red hair?
Ooh, give it to me.
2 red hairs.
Oh, God.
So, hey, you know what would make it even better?
What?
How about another one?
No, not the dad. Not the dad.
He's not a red hair, but he's for whatever reason, he's blonde. Is he blonde? He's blonde, right?
Yeah, he's like
blonde.
Yeah, dirty blonde.
Yeah, fuck it, bring Garlic. Let him redeem himself.
Bring everybody in here, man. You know what? Why not bring Emu in here too?
Emu's gonna show up as Gunko.
Yeah.
Because Emu can't leave the house side, you know that.
Yeah.
Come outside. So he just shows up as Gunko. I think I would love if Shamrock showed up. That'd be fantastic. It just feels like a lot happening at once. Like Shamrock shows back up. Oh, it feels like the Avengers. Everybody just starts showing up.
Okay, but just Sommers and Shamrock is good enough, right? Like 2, and then we have like a 2v2, right? You know, we have Shanks versus Shamrock.
3v2.
Oh yeah, 3v2. Maybe Loki escapes. Maybe that's how Loki gets out of here, right? Because that's a big question. Loki kills his dad, and then he escapes. He flees the scene. Maybe that is because Shanks and Gaban, they're held up with the God Knights. And the God Knights, they want to go after Loki, but they're held up by Shanks and Scopper. I think that could work.
You know what? Let's say it happens.
Yeah,
let's say that's what happens. Shamrock shows up. Let's go with it.
Because we know that Emu knows that something's going on here, right? Like, Emu set Herald into autopilot, so I could easily see Emu saying, hey, guys, go check it out, see what's happening, check up on Herald. And then maybe even Emu senses Shanks here, too. Like, oh, like, actually, I feel a shallow sea mark over here. Like, can you guys, like, just check and see what's happening?
Go check it out.
Yeah.
I like it. So with this, though, if Shamrock shows up, that probably extends the flashback like maybe 3 extra chapters. Minimum.
No, I think just 1 chapter.
One chapter? Ooh.
I think they'll clash for a little bit, and then maybe they're like, hey, we're brothers, let's not fight. Or, you know, there's gonna be something that really just breaks them apart.
It is evident that Shamrock does not hate Shanks.
Yeah, he doesn't hate Shanks.
So, wait, here's the thing, though.
What's up?
Shamrock, because we talked about it earlier at a different place. Is it possible that Shamrock is how he's operating is due to the mark?
Oh, maybe. Imagine how heartbreaking that would be. Like, it's weird saying Shanks loses, right? Shanks loses a fight. But let's just play that hypothetical for a minute. Imagine Shamrock does beat Shanks. And Shamrock is like, I don't want to kill my brother. But Emu comes in, he's like, no, kill him, he's betraying us. And then we see firsthand, like, yeah, they can't go against Emu's orders. That'd be kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah, I think it'd be a difficult one, but I wouldn't mind it considering like the type of person Shanks is.
Yeah.
And if they're kind of building it as like this is just like based on where they came from and it's more towards their mom. And Shamrock was just reared that way, right? He was somewhat manipulated and that's not who he truly is. So that's why he can't hate his brother. He kind of looks at it as like this is how I grew up, this is how he grew up. It could get really sentimental. Or we've been saying for the longest, for at least 10 years, Shanks is going to die. What if it's not Shanks that dies, but Shamrock dies? Obviously, you can't die in a flashback. But
yeah, I was about to say, but who's here today? It's like when during God Valley, there was a guy, and God bless his soul, man. He unironically was trying to sell everybody on a theory that Shaggy dies at God Valley. And I'm like, man, I got some bad news for you, brother. Like, I don't think she dies at God Valley.
Hey, Sai, don't rule it out.
Yeah.
Don't rule it out.
You know what? She could die. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. Maybe he's right. We're gonna come to find out later that Shaggy's just a figment of our imaginations. She never existed.
You know what's funny about theories like this? Because sometimes the people that make up these theories, it's like, bro, like, what are we talking about? They're like, at least consider it, bro. You're not even thinking about it.
And they get really mad. It's always something. That one I just laugh at. I'm like, it's so absurd. I just can't even like entertain it a little bit. Like, at least for other theories, like, obviously we have crazy theories, but it's you can kind of see the thought progression. For this one, it's like, whoa, Shaggy's dead, huh? Then who do we know?
You know
right
what
now?
I know? When I know a theory is either dead or I'm doing too much, is when I have to start introducing Ivankov, clones, or amnesia. If those three things have to be introduced into your theory, it's probably not a good theory.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Like, if it's like, well, Ivankov did this to his dad, and, well, the clone, I'm like, bro, come on.
And that's a low bar, too, because you got to imagine, or should I say high bar, because the world of One Piece is so wacky, so theoretically, a lot of theories could be plausible, right? They all have, like, a 10% chance. The world of One Piece does not function like the real world. People are like, oh, use logic, and it's like, okay, in what? The goofy rubber boy sun god story? Yeah, sure. Like, so many things are possible, but at some point, some theories are just too far gone.
Yeah, I think, like, even the theories out there that I feel like everybody's been talking about, like with Katakuri at some point finding the One Piece.
Okay, I think that's just you.
It's possible.
I think Katakuri could show up, but I don't think he's going to get
it. Where they're like, they
about
rally, right? They rally the Big Mom pirates, but at this point it's the Katakuri pirates. They rally them, and what happens is they have Pudding. Katakuri goes on a mission, he saves Pudding, they come back, and then he realizes, whoa, that wasn't as hard as I thought. I should probably go be the Pirate King. And now he has somebody that can read the poneglyphs, right? He has a poneglyph rubbing, And then come to find out, Oda could introduce a side story that one of the kids, they actually slipped off the ship and they went and got a rubbing from Kaido as well. So now they have 2 rubbings. And then even go further, Pudding, she could like use her eyes and she could like go out of her body. And she went and she got a rubbing as well. How do you feel about that?
When it comes to multiple people showing up to Laugh Tale, I don't hate that theory. But does Katakuri get the ultimate treasure first? No. It's like one of those things where it doesn't sound bad. It could happen, but like that end goal is too absurd. It's like Croco Mom. Crocodile once being a woman, fine theory. Ivankov has a secret. Ivankov's known for one big thing. Crocodile doesn't want anybody to know about it. Sure, that works. But then you like take it a little bit too far, saying, yes, by the way, that's Luffy's mom. It's like, okay, now we're getting crazy. Like it was a good theory that could work. And then now we're just going off the deep end. That's kind of what you did with your Katakuri theory. Not bad. I mean, he could realistically show up later and go to Laugh Tale, but does he get the One Piece? I'm gonna say no.
No, the only person that probably gets the One Piece is Buggy.
Buggy or Luffy, yeah. Buggy's like a genuine candidate just because he keeps on following up.
Yeah. I think
he did have the whole promise with Shanks where they said they'd go together, right? So that's not like, that's genuinely not bad.
Only thing I don't want it to turn into is like a field trip, where it's just like a bunch of people.
It's gonna be a field trip, dude. The Laugh Tale, like, it's gonna be the next Disneyland.
It's Law. It's like all these different people just on the Sunny. Like, yo, like, you want to
No,
come?
the Grand
Like,
Fleet's gonna be there. Ideo, Cavendish. See, my thing is, I don't mind if multiple people go. I just want Luffy to be first. That's my thing. As long as Luffy is first and he gets the main prize, I'm okay with it being a field trip for other people afterwards.
I think it's kind of like, here's the thing. I think as long as they make it to Laugh Tale, it's kind of the same thing as Roger, right? Because let's say you make it to Laugh Tale, and then Buggy gets to the treasure first. What Roger kind of got heralded for was just making it to Laugh Tale. You know? So, at the end of the day, I think as long as Luffy makes it there, I'm fine with whatever happens.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe they could drop a line where Luffy looks around at everybody who's there, and he says, guys, we're all just one piece.
I'd hate that. I'd hate that.
You'd hate the title drop?
Yes, please. If Luffy says that?
Yeah.
No. If Katakuri said it.
Yeah, if Katakuri said it'd be different.
Luffy, just, hey guys, we're all one piece.
Everybody's fighting like, no, it's my treasure, it's my treasure. And then Luffy says, guys, we are the One Piece.
What the fuck?
Imagine he looks at the camera too.
Yeah. I'll be like, stop playing,
Oda draws a
please.
panel where Luffy points at us, the readers.
That-
That would be,
no.
dude. I swear to God,
no.
Naruto fans, like pretty much everybody who hates One Piece, right?
Naruto fans be like this.
Dude, everybody who hates One Piece would be laughing at us, and I'd have to go into hiding. That would be like the worst, not the worst chapter,
No.
but it would be so memeable.
It'd
You'd
be
have to
used
log
as a
off.
meme.
Yeah,
It'd be used as a
meme.
meme.
It's
It'd be a
like
meme.
going back to like the OG days, like 100 chapters ago, Kagurabachi. When that first came out, you remember the Chihiro pose where he's like this?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everybody memed on that for like a solid year, and then they realized that Kagurabachi is like a really good series.
It's actually good. It's
And-
actually pretty good.
Yeah, I think that initial meme, I can't tell if that propelled the series to like a lot of people or if that did a lot of harm. I'm not too sure. I wish I had like a study on that. Like, did the meme benefit or hurt the series?
I'm gonna say it helped bring awareness to it.
Yeah.
You know, because I know that Naruto became a meme after the Obito and Naruto conversation.
Yeah, but I kind of liked it. I liked Obito turning into a good guy.
I didn't mind him turning
Obito
into a
was my
good
guy.
guy. I just didn't like Naruto saying that he's a cool guy.
I will admit, it is a memeable panel where Naruto's like holding out the hand like that, and everybody's behind him. But it's a good moment because Obito has nobody, right? So it's like, ah, damn. And then Sasuke has that similar scene too.
He's
that
like,
shit's fire,
put her
dude.
there.
That shit's fire.
You're a cool guy, man. Come on. Even though you killed my dad.
We have the same
Mom.
dream. That was good. Hey, that's good writing. I'm a Naruto defender.
You are the One Piece.
Yeah.
You can't say anything, Donsai, once Luffy points to the camera.
And you know how Luffy's like the whole thing where like heroes share their meat. I'm not a hero, but Luffy looks at the One Piece is like, this isn't meat, so I'm okay with sharing this.
And then him and Blackbeard.
Oh
Just
my
holding
God,
hands.
yeah. Oh, imagine he looks at Blackbeard. He's like, Blackbeard, this isn't you, and then he hands him like white hair dye.
Oh, like he's looking at Blackbeard and he talks him off the cliff like, Blackbeard, look around you. Look at all that you have. And they pan to like Van Augur and Katarina Devon.
Yeah.
And then they start looking around like, yeah, guys, we have each other. And then at the end, we see a panel of them dancing around a fire like in Skypiea. They all just doing a Nika
Dude,
dance.
imagine Luffy's fighting Emu, and the drums of liberation aren't working, and then Blackbeard shows up, and he says, hey, Luffy, let's rock and roll. And then the
He'd say,
guitar bit comes out.
San Juan Wolf, hit that beat.
Vasco shots like the DJ in the background, spitting fire.
And then
Oh,
Luffy starts
man.
getting stronger because of it.
Yeah, and then he's like, is this the will of rocks?
No, this is the will of D.
Oh.
I don't know, Sai. I don't know.
And then Brooke shows up and starts playing some soul music.
Brooke just out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm here for it. And then Chopper, like everybody's kind of beat up. Chopper comes around with like a tray of regen pills.
Mick medicine. Every time somebody, imagine that, right? Luffy's dead. And then Imu's like, I won. And then next chapter, Luffy shows back up and we get a flashback. It's Chopper handing out Mick medicine to everybody who lost.
And then what would be amazing is if Chopper's with Katakuri, though. And Chopper's on Katakuri's shoulder.
Yeah,
and Katakuri's just flicking the beans in everybody's mouth.
It was foreshadowing. We could say that too, right?
Right?
Classic Oda with his great foreshadowing.
Just everybody.
Damn.
I'm just saying, make everybody useful, Oda. Just bring them all back. Jigra, too.
Oh, and then Imu's about to stab Luffy, but then we hear it. No. And it's Foxy with his slow beam. And Imu's like, why? Why am I slowed down?
At first, I was like, who the hell is that?
Yeah.
No!
It's Foxy, man. Come on. And then Crocodile shows up, and then he drops that one-liner he did back at Impel Down about Mr. 3, who was like, even the most useless devil fruits have their utilizations, I guess.
I like that. I like that. And then Imu's about to attack them all, and then he just falls over, bends over in shame. You're like, what's wrong? You're like,
yeah. And then Imu's about to attack somebody else, and then he starts bouncing up and down. He's like, what is this? And then we hear it. Spring Hoppa! And it's Bellamy in his awakening.
He's like, no, don't call me Bellamy. I got rid of that name. I am Flagman.
Oh, Flagman the hyena, because you know why? Just like the sun god, hyenas always get the last laugh.
And here's my sidekick. And bring back, what's his name from Dressrosa?
Dellinger?
No.
Who we bring from Dressrosa?
Dude with the flag devil fruit. What was his name?
Diamante, yeah.
Diamante. He'd be his right hand.
Oh, yeah.
And then you can't forget, if you have Bellamy, Flagman, you have Diamante. You gotta have
Bello Betty.
Uzi.
The bull?
The bull.
The bull's nice.
Yep.
You know, do you remember Diamante's shtick?
Yep. What was it?
You know, I'm in Dressrosa right now. Diamante's shtick is so funny.
I forgot about it. Well,
it's like a whole thing where like he pretends to like not be that guy, and then Doflamingo has to keep on convincing him, and he says, "You're right, I am that guy." Like Doflamingo says, "Hey, Diamante, you're the only one I can trust," and Diamante's like, "No, I can't do it." And then Doflamingo's like, "No, you can do it, Diamante." And it's like, "No, but what if I fail?" And Doflamingo's like, "No, you're not gonna fail." And then Diamante's like, "You're right, I'm not gonna fail." And it's like, bro, what the fuck is this?
You see, like Dofi just
his family's
rallies
cool.
His team, bro.
Yeah, they're fun.
Wait. Sai, you can't say that.
Why?
Because you don't appreciate his family.
I appreciate the Doflamingo family. I just say that they're buns when it comes to overall attack power.
You hate Senor Pink.
I love Senor Pink. I just hate his fit.
Jola. You keep skipping her parts.
Okay, Giola,
you call
Giola might
Vice
be
overweight.
One of the worst One Piece characters I cannot stop. Like Giola, I genuinely skip everything. Same with that other lady.
But you don't know her.
There's that other lady who Frankie kisses, and she comes back in the cover page stories. I always skip her part too.
The other lady.
Yeah, she's the one who works at the Smile Factory. She's the guardian, and she has like the vacuum cleaner that sucks up the tontadas. And then Frankie beats her by kissing her on the cheek.
I don't remember her. Shizune?
I don't remember her name either.
I don't remember her name.
I also skipped that part because I'm like, I don't want to see this, man. I'm good. Like I watched that at least once and I read it, and then now on every like reread or rewatch, I just
Who has a better
skip a little
family?
bit.
Doflamingo or Crocodile wasn't a family, it was more an organization, but
Baroque Works. I have a lot of nostalgia for Baroque Works. I like them a lot.
I think Baroque works if you don't include Brago. You don't include Virgo, Baroque works. If you include Virgo, Doflamingo family.
Actually, okay. For me, I like Crocodile a lot more than Doflamingo, so it would really just be Crocodile and Mr. One carrying really hard. But I think overall, though, you know, the Doflamingo family is cooler because I am a big fan of Monet and Sugar. I do like Virgo. I also like
Pika.
I don't like Pika. Senior Pink I do like. I just wish it had a better fit.
You said we were doing a Dillinger cosplay. The Dillinger's funny.
Dillinger's funny.
And technically, Viola.
Technically Viola, sure. And I like Diamante a lot, believe it or not. I like Diamante. I like his whole theme, his name.
He's growing on you.
I've always been a big Diamante fan. I guess the reason I never like hype him up is because he's a Kyros victim. But yeah.
And you can't forget about the GOAT.
Who?
Trebo.
I don't like Treble. Like, the thing is that Baroque Works doesn't have any member I hate. Whereas Doflamingo's family, I have characters I really dislike. I think that's the main difference.
Baroque Works, I think they have, okay, it's Crocodile, it's Mr. One, it's Bon Clay.
Mr. 3 is fun. Mr. 4
is
is
cool.
fine. 5 has aura, but he's
5.
weak.
Miss Monday?
I forgot who's Miss Monday.
Is the big black chick.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she was very forgettable. I like Miss Valentine's Day.
We did see her recently, though.
Did
in that
we?
One Piece episode.
Oh, yeah, she
Yeah.
was Vegapunk message. She's with Mr. 11.
Yeah, they're married.
Yeah. Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have a
They're
kid,
married.
right? And he's like doing
They have a
acrobats
kid.
on the moon. Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Doflamingo family is just, for the most part, like I said, with Baroque Works, it's Crocodile, it's Mr. One, it's Bon Clay. After that, it's like a huge drop off.
If we were to put them in like a 1v1 battle, I mean, Dofi's
Doflamingo
family would
family
destroy,
sweeps.
dude. Yeah, it
Yeah, they
sweeps.
This week. I mean, I think the closest one would be, I think Dofi and Crocodile at this point are comparable based on like where things are now.
Yeah.
I know back in the day it wasn't close at all. A lot of people had
Ooh.
Dofi easily over Crocodile back in the day.
Current day, who would win, Mr. One or Virgo?
That's the thing. If
gotta
Virgo
upscale
was
him.
alive this entire time, if we upscale him, then give me Virgo.
I mean, but we're upscaling Mr. One too.
So if Mr. One gets upscaled to who? Kaku,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Let's say Mr. One gets upscaled to Kaku level.
If I'm being honest, Mr. One should be stronger than Virgo then. He should
Mr.
be.
One's kind of crazy, dude. I like Mr. One.
Yeah, but Virgo's so saucy.
I mean, so is Mr. One. I mean, we're debating about like two bald-headed guys, by the way. Like, they're damn near identical
Are
when you
they
really think
bald?
about it. I mean, they got like
He got
chopped
low
hair.
cuts. Yeah, Virgo had a
Like
sharp
buzz,
cut.
sharp,
Meat on
yeah.
his face.
They look so
I would say I'll
samey.
go Mr. One. I'll go Mr. One.
Mr. One, yeah.
Yeah.
Atomic
Now when we go,
Splitter.
if we go Bon Clay versus Pika or Diamante,
I like to think Bon Clay would win. I like Bon Clay. I mean, we got to upscale him, right? Like, the Magellan fight probably did something to him.
we got to upscale all of them.
Yeah.
And I like Bon Clay more, so I'm leaning towards him. but
Oh. What about Mr. 4 versus Mach Vice? Do you think you'd be able to hit him out of the park?
No.
It seems like the perfect matchup. The Mach Vice is falling from the sky, and then here comes Mr. 4, like...
I think Mark Weiss would manipulate him. He'd make himself intentionally like hittable initially, and then he adds like insane weight on like the final attack, and he's like, "I hit you before, I'll hit you again." He's like, "You don't know about my 2-ton, 3 times 4."
That's
Whatever the hell
crazy.
that is. And then he just breaks him.
So, back to Elbaf for a second, but what are the chances that Ragnar is actually a homie?
Ooh.
Whether it's Big Mom, Mother Carmel, or maybe even somebody from the Void Century. Could that be plausible?
I was about to say there are possibilities due to just the nature of everything that happened in Elbaf and the powers that we know of. Is that more or less interesting? I think typically for me, when it comes to things like this, isn't more or less interesting. I think it's slightly okay. I wouldn't like for Ragnar to be a homie. I can see Oda fucking with the tone, using this homie, because if it's gonna be a homie, it's gonna be a goofy homie.
I mean, homies are very different, right? They're not all like Zeus levels of golden retriever energy. Like they can be cool.
Okay, if you make Ragnar like this cool homie that
Yeah,
I think that could be endearing. That could work. Just don't make it goofy just for the sake of the tone.
Yeah. Like, what if there was like a big mom of the past, and kind of like a big mom has Napoleon, right? This could be Void Century Napoleon, just Ragnar.
I'm open to it. I'm open to it. I'm actually open to it now, with the personality and how we could counter or be a parallel or alongside Loki. Let's do it. Ragnar is a homie called Ragnan.
Raggy Woo.
That's Scooby.
Yeah, it was a bit like Scooby Doo, just Raggy. Yeah, that's his nickname.
I'm here for it. Let's do it.
Loki does. He has the dog ha laugh. Maybe that's a hint. Maybe Ragnar is just a dog, or like a dog.
Or the devil fruit is a dog or canine devil fruit.
Yeah, kind of like how Yamato is a dog model, and she's like the mythical guardian of Wano.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe all the guardians are dogs.
This isn't named Jackal?
Yeah. You're thinking of not Chaka.
Chaka.
Yeah.
Chaka. He had the jackal fruit, right?
Yeah, he had the jackal fruit, and that was a dog model.
Yeah.
Imagine that every guardian is just the dog model devil fruit.
I'd be cool with that. I don't mind it. I mean, I think at the end of the day, dogs are meant to protect, right? So let's do it.
So if you had to pick a route where this could go, like Ragnar eating a different fruit, Ragnar being a homie, Ragnar eating the legendary fruit, or just being alive, like where are you right now? Like what would you want to happen? Ignore like what you think is happening, but what would you want personally? You, Brago D Ace. BDA Law, as some would call you.
I would like for Ragnar to be influenced by the devil fruit. Ragnar only serves whomever the devil fruit chooses, right? So, like, essentially, Ragnar is influenced by the will of the devil fruit, and then therefore Ragnar serves whomever eats that devil fruit.
Okay.
So they're connected. They're a tandem.
Okay, so the devil fruit is essentially, in your opinion, whispering sweet nothings to it, saying, hey, make sure only he who is worthy eats me.
Yes.
Okay.
And because they're a tandem, that adds to the legendary devil fruit because you get like an insane weapon with it.
Yeah.
But you are tested first. Got to make sure that you're the right person. But you get
How
both.
does it test? Just, can you dodge me or beat me? Is that it?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
I like that. And, my thing, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you know that I'm a pretty solid advocate that this could have eaten the legendary devil fruit of Elbaf. I got a lot of pushback on that theory. Saying, how did that happen? Why chain Loki up, yada, yada. And the thing is that I actually want this to be a different devil fruit. The only reason I talk about it potentially eating the legendary one is because I think it is a viable theory. But if I had to pick an option to go down, I would like for this to be something completely different. So Loki has the legendary devil fruit himself, and this hammer is something else completely. And the reason why, and this goes back to one of our favorite characters in the series, in the entire story, Usopp. I do like the idea that Usopp wields Ragnar to some extent. And, if this doesn't have the legendary fruit, then yeah, we can give it to Usopp. Because if it does have the legendary fruit, then I don't think Usopp's going to wield it. But at the same time, going back to the mural that we got, the Harley text and everything, the giant that looks like Loki isn't holding a hammer. That giant actually has a spear. So I don't know if Ragnar is going to be Loki's final weapon, maybe Loki's just holding on to it for now. And then maybe it does realistically go to either Usopp or Hyruine. But then again, that brings in a question like, is that mural current day? Is that Void Century? That's still a big topic for debate. But, I mean, if that is current day, then yeah, Loki's not going to have this hammer at the end. And maybe instead we get like a Gungnir, which is like the legendary Norse spear instead. And that's what Loki gets. Or maybe that's like part of his transformation. Kind of like how, you know, Nika in all depictions has like a sword, shield, spear. Maybe it's the same thing where like Loki transforms into this mythical god and he gets a spear and he doesn't need Ragnar. Now, I think there's a lot of ways that could work, and then the Ragnar goes to somebody else. And if it is a mythical hammer, it could change sizes and it could become Usopp size tomorrow. We can make it work.
Yeah. It's like you said, it's multiple ways in which it can work. I do like that idea. I wonder though, what if is it possible that Ragnar could be it could change forms? Right? Or
I like that.
Through the devil fruit that Loki has, he could change the form of his weapon. And so that's why we see him with the spear.
Oh, kind of like Baby 5.
Yeah, something like that. So Ragnar, you know, kind of becomes the form that Loki needs at the time. And that's in tandem with the devil fruit.
That would be really tricky to fight. I'm just thinking about that. Like, imagine somebody's running at you right now with a knife, and you're like, oh god, they're gonna stab me. I'm gonna, you know, prepare, you know, try to take it with my hands or something, and then boom,
turn into a scythe.
Or a scythe, yeah.
You're like, I didn't plan for that. Didn't expect that one. So
yeah.
I think, bro, just the combination of getting this and a devil fruit is just so crazy. I can see why they're like, yo, that's what I need. Rocks was saying like, yo, I need Herald with that fruit, essentially, right? And to control the people of Elbaf. So if the power jump that Loki's gonna have is gonna be incredible, bro. It's gonna be
nuts. But one more thing I want to bring up too is Herald earlier in the chapter, right? He says, I want to eat the fruit and get Ragnar. People are using that to dismiss the notion that Ragnar has the fruit. But the thing is that Ragnar, it could just be a legendary hammer in and of itself. And then it ate the fruit later. Like, it doesn't necessarily, like, you know, negate that theory.
It could be a situation where there's this chest, and the idea is that there's a chest in the devil fruit, and you have to defeat Ragnar to get it. Not knowing that Ragnar was, like, the fruit all along. You know?
Yeah.
Where it's just like, it's a situation where, you know, it gets to the point with Ragnar, right? Where Ragnar is going against Loki, and Loki ends up liking Ragnar, and Loki's like, I don't need the fruit, I got Ragnar. Not knowing, like, that was the fruit all along. Could be like a test like that. You know?
That'd be interesting. And then plus, like, it's been, what, like 900 years since anybody's actually been down here, possibly? It's like, there's a chance that, you know, nobody really
Ragnar got
knows
hungry?
what's happening. Yeah, Ragnar got hungry, the fruit wanted to get eaten.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how fruits and weapons work yet. Right? Like, they never explained it to us, so maybe we're gonna learn here, finally. Like, oh yeah, you put them in a room for long enough and they just get absorbed? Question mark?
Yeah. We do not know. We do not know exactly how it's done, so at this point, we just gotta hope for the best.
Yeah.
Either way, Loki's gonna go crazy. I can't wait.
I mean, it reminds me of what Luffy said, I think like a year ago at this point, where he looks at Loki and he's like, man, I can't wait to see how he fights. And Oda, dude, he had Luffy say that knowing damn well that we wouldn't see that for like a full 12 months. Like, thanks, Oda. Just ball teasing us.
Yeah.
Putting us in a cage.
Well, like, I mean, even with the flashback, the flashback and when it occurred versus when, or how long it was supposed to take, like the 3 minutes or whatever, as far as the explanation, basically took damn near half a year.
It's a good meme.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love it. But this is just Oda in his bag.
Remember when Scopper was like, hey, you know, me and Shanks went there, but we didn't have the full picture. And it's like, Scopper, you kind of had like 90% of the picture. If anything, Scopper knew more than Loki did. Because Scopper got the whole breakdown on like how the mark works and, oh, Harold's going to get the mark soon. We got to stop him. He can be controlled. And it's like Loki's walking into this, not really understanding much, doesn't really know about the mark. His dad's just going crazy. So it's like, dude, Scopper knows so much.
Scopper had a lot of context.
He didn't have the full picture. He wasn't there from the start, but Scopper, like, you could piece it together, brother. I don't know.
You know, it's kind of like walking into a movie theater and like you missed the first minute, and you're like, I didn't see the whole movie because I was late, brother. You missed the first minute. It's okay. You saw the whole movie.
Yeah, like
it's fine.
You could piece it together. Like he had all these years to really think about it, right? You're like, what could have possibly happened? And the thing is, Scopper's a pirate who's been around. Like, surely he's seen crazy shit go down like this.
Scopper's like, anything is possible. I wonder what happened here.
Harold was a god knight. You know, Harold didn't want to do this. Yarul is saying to stop Harold and let Loki eat the fruit. Damn.
This is tough.
I don't know.
This is tough, Ripley. We got to figure this out at some point.
Yeah, he's got to be in on it where he doesn't want to besmirch Harold. It's got to be something like that where they're just preserving his honor.
Yeah. Yeah, they understand his legacy. So
yeah. And I'm cool with that.
That's all. Same. I'm okay with it.
So this now brings us back to one of our guys, but Hyruine. He is not mentioned in this chapter whatsoever from his father or his brother. It kind of sucks, you know. If he was here, I bet Harold would have said something to him. But, I mean, Harold's lost his mind. He can't really talk anymore. And in his final moments, he didn't mention Hyruine at all. Not, hey, pass down a message, or, ooh, you and your brother need to rule Elbaf. Hey, find your brother and tell him I love him. We didn't get any Hyruine love this chapter, and maybe we get a next chapter where, like, you know, Harold comes back for, like, the final hoorah, like rocks when he was saying goodbye. Maybe that's when he drops the Hyruine name.
Maybe he wrote a letter just to kind of, I guess, keep Hyruine and Loki on the same path. Yeah. Because at some point, he did mention before that he would like for them to kind of rule together. Right? So it's just like, just a reminder of what he expects from them. I would be okay with that.
I would love that. I think they do need to rule together. Like, they need two kings.
I think Loki is a great right hand. Like, it's like having the king that's the person that's making the decisions, that has and understands the will of the people, where Loki's the warrior, right? That's there, you know, he supports Hyruine. They're in tandem, but he doesn't care about the day-to-day mission, all that stuff that goes on day-to-day as a king. So I think ruling together is probably ideal, but I mean, I think it would have to be with Hyruine being the king.
Yeah. And I mean, Hyruine, more so than Loki, right? Hyruine's dream is to be king of all the giants, whereas Loki, he wants to just destroy the world.
Right. And so that's interesting too with Loki, because now knowing what he knows about, I can see why he still want to destroy the world, where really it's like he wants to destroy the world government.
I think that's what he means, right? Because I mean, Rock says he wants to destroy the world or take over the world, and what that really means is taking Emu down.
Yep, that's exactly what he means. So
Loki definitely inherited that. I think after this he goes, and like you said before, like he tries to fight the world government. He tries to go to the Holy Land, blah, blah, blah.
Shanks says no.
Yeah, Shanks stops him, which I could see that, you know, people are saying Shanks is a bad guy. It's like, no. Like, even with this context, you don't want Loki to fall into enemy hands, especially if he has the legendary devil fruit, right? Whether it's Ragnar or he ate it, you don't want the WG to have that. And they wanted to recruit Loki too, right? Like, when they came down here, they're like, hey, Loki, join us, and then subjugate Elbaf. It's like, nah. No, thank you.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, it's just about them kind of being on the same page. I think for Loki, what I want more than anything from him is a realization of what it would take. And I mean, more than likely, he's going to ally with the Straw Hats, and then they're going to get to a point where it's like we saw the mural. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be marching with them. But that flashback is going to hit. I mean, I don't think we actually see a Shanks versus Loki fight. We probably get like a quick flash,
like one
Loki,
panel.
Stop this! Yeah, one panel, literally one panel, looking amazing. But then, you know, he's gonna come around and I think just even the conversations he's having with someone like Mosa, you know, we can speculate exactly with who Mosa could be. That's probably aiding his change as well. But now knowing for a fact that Yarul knows about what was going on, kind of have to start questioning things a little bit. Like, okay, with Yarul knowing things, with Mosa, who could it be? Does it narrow things down? You know, it kind of starts to make you think a bit.
One thing that's pretty funny is the whole thing with Jarl getting instantly dealt with in this chapter. I thought that Jarl was going to show out a little bit. You know, I thought Jarl was going to look really cool here. And the reason why is because current day Jarl whipped out a sword and he said, yeah, you know, warriors do not run. Because they're like, oh, Jarl, you must evacuate. You know, Emu's after you, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh my God, like, Jarl's he's standing his ground. He's going to fight. I was like, maybe in this flashback, we're going to get a Jarl upscale. Didn't really happen. Are you disappointed?
I think Jarl is exactly who I thought he was. And here's the thing. That's not to say he wasn't a warrior in his prime. He's just an old, big giant now. Right? And he just doesn't have it anymore. And I think in general, most giants are going to be inferior, you know,
That's sad,
to
man.
a lot of these guys. But the two best giants are like, they're related, right? And we even have one that's related and he's not much. But we have somebody like Harold and Loki, and they're carrying the giants for the most part. I ain't gonna lie, Anime Dory and Anime Brogy, I love them. Okay? I like those guys. But in general, the giants are just mid. Okay? They're big and they're mid and they're just here to take up space. I don't feel that way about Jarl necessarily because he's there. He's an elder, okay? He's there to provide guidance and be wise. He's not there to fight. But as a warrior, you got to pull out your blade. So once we see this guy in his prime, maybe things might change. But as of right now, I don't expect much from Jarl. He's okay. He's an old man. You know, it's fine. Like, I think what happens, like, we see someone like Rayleigh and the things that Rayleigh's able to do, or even Whitebeard. So I think we have, as anime fans in general, we have a perception of, like, old men and old guys in anime, like, yo, you can't mess with them. But then you got people like Don Chinjao, you know? But he wasn't terrible.
Don
right?
Chinjao is such an interesting character because I just got done with this fight and it's like, dude, like the whole thing about Garp fighting Don Chinjao after God Valley, training by destroying 8 mountains just to fight him. It's like, what does that say about Don Chinjao in his prime? Like, he could have been at God Valley, bro. Like, Don Chinjao seems like a Rocks pirate candidate. Like, if you told me Don Chinjao was a part of that gang, I'd kind of believe you.
He probably was recruited. I would be like, maybe Rocks came across Don Chinjao, was really strong, but you know, Don Chinjao was very proud of his country. There's a lot of pride there. So I think he was the leader of the Hapu Navy, right? Hapu.
Yeah,
Navy?
he was the 12th leader.
So for Don Chinjao, he is gonna ride with the Hapu Navy no matter what. And he's like, yo, if you want to go against us, you gotta go against the Hapu Navy. He is Rocks pirate material. It's just that his beliefs don't align with the Rocks pirates.
I mean, if you beat him in a Davy Back fight, though, you got to honor that.
Would he honor it?
I think he would.
Maybe.
I think he would. Don Chinjao, he's a very honorable man. Like, after Luffy knocked the drill back into him, he immediately said, hey, we want to join you. You have my eternal gratitude. Don Chinjao, he seems like a guy that would definitely be loyal if you beat him in a Davy Back fight. Or at least as loyal as the other Rocks Pirates members.
Not gonna drill back into a man is hilarious.
That's what happened, dude.
I did. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
But no, I like Don Chinjao. It's just that I think his portrayal, for the most part, it's not on par with what we think about some of the strongest old men in the series. Even though what we know about his past with Garp going to train, etc. And we know how strong Garp going to train. So it just doesn't align with what we see. Yeah, it just doesn't align. It doesn't align.
Yeah,
so.
I think it's just like maybe because Garp knocked the drill out of him initially, Don Chinjao, like his old man form isn't as strong as other characters just because he didn't have that drill anymore.
It's actually tough. But I do like Don Chinjao though.
Yeah, he doesn't get enough love, and he is one of those characters where people are saying that Don Chinjao, current day, could show up in Elbaf and very much so assist the Straw Hats when it comes to taking out the God Knights because he has Conqueror's Haki. Like, when it comes down to it, the God Knights and the Gorsa, they can only be defeated by Conqueror Haki users. Don Chinjao is one of them.
I think my issue is just how boring and basic it is. that we can only use Conqueror's Haki users, so we got to bring back people like Don Chinjiao, right? Like who we
I
bringing
think
back
that'd
next?
be so effing hype. Come on.
If Don Chinjiao came back,
And you know, people might be saying, "Sai, I thought you didn't want the Grand Fleet here." I don't want the Grand Fleet. I want Don Chinjiao. Hey, give me Don Chinjiao or Olympus. Forget the rest. I kind of like Cavendish. Cavendish is growing on me, but yeah, Don Chinjiao,
fantastic.
Or Olympus, maybe Cavendish. I'm cool with them.
Give me the new Donsai. Bring me back Donsai and Baby 5, baby.
I don't like Donsai.
Bring back Donsai
Even
and
though we
Baby
share
5.
a name.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
It's one of those things where it's like, out of everybody I could share a name with in One Piece, granted it's spelled differently, out of everybody it had to be this guy, huh? The monkey boy? Okay.
I like Donsai because I think he could carry on the will of the Hoppo Navy, and he pulled Baby 5, and I think he probably is going to have Conqueror's Haki. He's going to have Conqueror's Haki, bro.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, if Don Chinjiao had it, I think Donsai will. He leads the whole thing.
And he inherited the technique too, so like...
I just hope he looks different when we see him later. Like, a new fit and a new
Like
haircut,
the fit?
I'd be cool.
You don't like the look?
I just don't like his look. I think that's my thing. I don't like his look.
He's like a wild animal.
He looks like a monkey.
The neck is crazy, though.
Yeah, like a random frill out of nowhere. He's got like the Sun Wukong circlet.
The fit is nasty. Is it a nasty fit? He has like... He looks like the deep sea divers from...
yeah. The
was
guy
it
with
Masira? Yeah.
Like one of those monkeys, brother. Like I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah. I mean, the Grand Fleet, they have potential. Like, so Donsai, we'd give Conqueror's Haki to fight the God Knights. Who else would you give it to? Because I think I would want to give it to Cavendish.
Cavendish for sure. Donsai, I think,
or Olympus.
No.
He is a conqueror. 5,000 men are under his command.
That's nice.
That's nice. Good for him. Good for him.
That's nice. If I had to pick the Grand Fleet, Cavendish, Sai, Hyruine.
Oh, yeah, Hyruine. I almost forgot he was a part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, his dad has it, huh? And it's not always hereditary, but...
It's pretty much is.
It pretty much is hereditary. Hyruine could get Conqueror's Haki. Maybe he gets it here, and that's why Loki ends up respecting him.
Certainly possible. But I think he needs it. He needs it in this family.
He needs
it
dude.
to get respect.
Hyruine needs respect. Because, I mean, especially from you. Like, you hate Hyruine. It's like, bro, we need to, like, glow this guy up a little bit. We need to stop hating him.
I used to hate him. I actually like him a lot now.
Really?
I do. I look beyond the fit and beyond the personality and beyond the random gauntlets. I think he's a great person. He didn't change from who he is, even with how he was treated by his brothers and just like in general. I think he has the ability to rally people around him, because even when everything was happening with Loki, like the people they were rallying around Hyruine, and Loki was kind of jealous of that. So I think Hyruine has like a lot of those qualities, you know. But he's not his brother. Like his brother is a cool one, that's strong, you know. But Hyruine is like the more sensitive one, understanding, treats people well, and you know, I like his mom. Big W's for Ida. Man.
Yeah, W's for Ida. Just wish she looked better. I wish she looked like Estrid, and that'd be cool.
I was just about to ask you, you wish she looked like Estrid?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Estrid was hot.
If she looked like Estrid, I think I probably would have cried when she died.
I cried when Estrid died.
Me too. So Hyruine, I think he needs a weapon. I do like the spear route a lot, like cause what's it called? When Hyruine beats Mac Vice, the attack he uses is Spear of Gungnir.
Spear of Elbaf?
Spear of Elbaf, yes. And that is like one of the legendary spears in mythology. So it's like, yeah, like honestly, that wouldn't be bad. I mean, if Loki has Ragnar, I do think Hyruine needs something. Don't be reversing him, have him control it. Luffy, please power him up. He genuinely does need a buff.
I think he has doesn't he have a blade?
As much as people don't like the idea, I think he needs it. I think he has a sword, but it's like one of those like swords nobody cares about.
Yeah.
What about he picks up his dad's
What about
sword?
he get out of Yarl's head?
Yeah, out of Jarl's head.
Yeah. What if Jarl was like, Hyruine, I'm going to entrust it to you like Harold entrusted it to me.
Oh, how about this? Yeah, Jarl fights Emu and the boys. He loses. And then that is when our boy Hyruine shows up and he's like, because I'm already about to die, just go ahead and take the sword.
It. He's like, I can't kill you. I can't kill you out of the Jarl. He's like, no, you must take it.
I'm already
it is destined
dead
for you.
Yeah.
And it's like when Thanos got the final Infinity Stone.
Oh, that would be crazy. And
I'm in for it.
It really is like a legendary. It's a Meito. Harold calls it a legendary sword in this chapter. It damn well could be a Meito blade, like one of the 12.
And that's exactly what Hyruine needs to kind of be elevated.
Yeah, it goes back to that stupid Sanji hypothetical you brought up in your other video, where you said, oh, if Sanji ate a legendary devil fruit and he had a mythological sword that was on par with Mihawk's Yoru, would he be stronger? And I'm like, of course, Brago. Yes, he would. Yes.
Whoa. You see, all right, Sai is lying.
What?
What I said was, hey, because Loki's about to eat this Ragnar and he's about to eat a legendary devil fruit. I said, hey, Sai, if Sanji ate a devil fruit, a legendary devil fruit, and got a supreme grade blade, how strong would he be? Sai said, ha, you think you're stronger than Zoro now? Maybe just barely, Brago.
I didn't mention Zoro at all. Would be. I was making fun of
Zoro
you.
At all.
I didn't mention Zoro at all. Because obviously he'd be stronger. Like, if this character eats a legendary mythological fruit from the Void Century, would he be stronger? So, yes, Brago. The answer is yes.
But here's the thing. I didn't mention Zoro. I said, how much stronger?
No, you mentioned Zoro. You said would he be able to beat Zoro? And I said, duh, of course.
No. Sai mentioned Zoro out of nowhere. Like, no, Brago. He's stronger than Zoro.
You're twisting the narrative. See, guys, this is why
it's gonna be posted.
This is why it is important to watch not just this video, but the video on Brago's channel.
It will be posted.
Always have to watch both. So you can get the full picture of Brago's deception.
It's to see how strong Loki would get with the two things. And somehow Zoro comes up, you know? I don't know what it is. It seems like there's some hate there for the blonde boy.
I love Sanji, dude. And here's the thing, like, and it's not even crazy to bring up Zoro. That's like saying, oh, if Shanks had 2 arms and if he had a devil fruit, how strong would he be? And I'd be like, oh yeah, he'd handily be over Mihawk. Why'd you bring up Mihawk? Well, I don't know. Maybe it's because they're rivals. It just makes sense.
No, it has nothing to do with Mihawk. It had something to do with Loki.
Yes, but you brought in Shanks, and you put Shanks in this scenario, and you're like, how much stronger would he be? And it's like, yeah, of course, like he'd be stronger than his rival at this point. He'd be a different level.
I don't think it'd have anything to do with Mihawk. Like if I said,
if we played with the hypothetical that Shanks gets stronger, somebody's gonna bring up Mihawk.
No, somebody will.
You have
to. Why did
though.
You? No, but I'm saying like. So we have Shanks. I'm like, all right, if Shanks ate a devil fruit right now,
yes,
how strong would he be? And then you're like, well, he's stronger than Mihawk now. Whoa. This isn't about Mihawk. How strong would he be?
But that is a topical debate. People argue, is Shanks stronger or is Mihawk stronger? Whether or not you believe one or the other, it doesn't matter. If Shanks gets massive power-ups, that wouldn't be a debate anymore, though. We have to acknowledge that elephant in the room.
But I don't think it's an elephant because I think it's obvious. So I don't feel like it should even be acknowledged.
Then consider it like a +1 statement.
Some even say that he's stronger right now. So
and guess what? And then whenever somebody says that, they get a lot of pushback or they start arguing in the comments. But if he gets like a massive boost, then we can just ignore this conversation and be like, yeah, he's stronger than him. And then after that, like after Mihawk, who would you really put Shanks against to where it'd be an actual fun debate? Like, oh, I think Shanks could beat, I don't know, Rocksteady Zepek. Like, they're not even the same era. Like, Mihawk is like the only character that people ever scale Shanks to. And aside from Mihawk, who's stronger? Like, Baby Garland? We don't know how strong he is. Shamrock? I mean, we assume Shanks is probably stronger than Shamrock.
If Shanks ate a devil fruit, he's like being compared to like the legends of the past.
The legends of the past.
Yeah. So
Characters he would never, ever
Whitebeard.
be able to fight.
I mean, most characters that we compared, nobody's ever going to be able to fight.
But at least Mihawk is alive right now.
But no, it's like
we're not gonna like hook Roxy Zebek's course up to like a Frankenstein machine and bring him back to life so that we can get this hypothetical matchup.
Sai, over under 90% chance that Shanks fights Mihawk in this story going forward. It is a 0% chance. Zero.
Over.
You think Shanks fights Mihawk?
I think we'll see a spar. Yes, I think we'll see a duel.
Before the end of the story.
Before the end of the story, I think we'll get a duel. I don't think it's gonna
Flashback?
It's not gonna be extensive. It's not gonna be like Kagurabachi. It's gonna be like just clash. Hey, what's up? See you later. We're gonna get it.
No. Is it a flashback or in current time?
Flashback.
Okay. I agree with that. But current day, we will never see Shanks
But
fighting
at
Mihawk.
least they are alive in the same era.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They are alive in the same era. That's why I can't wait for Kong versus Mihawk. No, actually, I can't wait for Kong versus Usopp. Or better yet, give me Nami versus Kong's wife.
Kong. He's never going to be relevant. I just don't know what Kong does in this story.
Some may say the same about Mihawk.
Do you think Oda regrets making Kong a real character?
I think he has plans for him. But the plans aren't in the current story.
It's in like a two-piece spin-off or a prequel.
You know, like, you know what it is? It's almost like if you're building something and you're building a post to be like the anchor for everything else. Kong is only there to make the story make sense. Where it's like, oh, before Garp and Sengoku, there was somebody else. So we just need somebody else. I don't think he knows exactly where it's going with Kong's, but we need somebody here as like a previous entity to kind of make things make sense. That's all Kong is.
Okay, so he doesn't really have any bigger plans with him. He's just there to fill out the cast.
Well, the thing is, the plans they're not in the current story, but we know we're getting like a prequel at some point. So like he's going to be the anchor for the story going forward and then the anchor for the story going backward. But at least he has like something there that we can actually point to. But he doesn't have to fill it out right now. So that's what Kong is.
I'm cool with that. And he has the mythological King Kong devil fruit.
That's too obvious. I think Oda may troll and give him something complete opposite. Like he has a cat Zoan.
That'd be so disgusting. I don't know if I'd want that.
I feel like that's just like what Oda does. Like we're like, oh, of course he has like a monkey food. His name is Kong. Cat Zoan. Or like a centipede.
What about an alien Zoan?
That'd be mythical, no?
Yeah. A mythical alien Zoan devil fruit.
Model predator.
Model predator. Model xenomorph. Oh, or what if it's like lizard people in the government. Maybe he's a lizard person.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But I have a very important question.
What's up?
If you gave Kong 2 devil fruits,
it would be so interesting. Okay, 2 devil fruits. Give him 2 Zoans, so he'd be like this weird, like amalgamation chimera monster.
I think the reason why you can't do the 2 devil fruit thing with anybody else is that it takes away from what makes Blackbeard special. So it's just like you could. The only thing Oda could do to keep Blackbeard's special thing is somehow have people be able to wield green blood. So like it's like a vial that you drink, and then you can use the fruit temporarily until it like wears out. You have like a thing, right, where it's just like it can take the green blood, and you have like different vials. It has like all these different devil fruits you can use, and like you throw it in, and like you can use it for like a short period of time.
A lot of people thought Frankie was going to do that back during Egghead. I still hope he does that.
I think people think some of the other Straw Hats are too important. They're not that important. They're have roles.
Dissing Frankie. Gotcha.
I love Frankie. I'm not dissing Frankie. I'm dissing Oda. Here's what I say. The Straw Hats to Oda, they have buckets and roles that they fill, and Oda's really comfortable in keeping them in those buckets and those roles. So while logically all the Straw Hats should have different forms of Haki, I mean, come on, it's not even a question at this point. He's like, well, Frankie has to take it a ship, you know? He doesn't have time for that hockey stuff. And Robin has to read books. She doesn't have time for that. And Chopper has to be a doctor and doctoring. He doesn't have time to learn armament. He has to, like, mass his rumble balls, you know?
Yeah.
He doesn't, I think it's just like they're not just that. They're not, okay, well, as far as power scaling, doesn't matter. Like, the Straw Hats are going to be as strong as they need to be when it comes to power scaling. Like, when Sasaki got introduced, in my mind, I wasn't like, of course Frankie can take that guy, you know? But then it happened. So it's just, they're as strong as they need to be. And I think the Straw Hats right now probably like a top 3 crew already, top 2. At worst, top 3. Imagine if you give all of them Haki. Like, it's not close, perception-wise, with anyone. So
it depends on how good the Haki is.
I think Robin with Haki is absolutely broken. If you somehow give Frankie Haki, Usopp, it puts him on another stratosphere. Because of not because of how great the Straw Hats are individually, that's already one thing, but because of how painfully inept everybody else's crew is. Unfortunately.
No, I could see that.
Save for Blackbeard and Shanks, but even them is kind of up in the air. I know when we did the top, what was it? We ranked all the commanders in One Piece.
Yeah.
I know there is a personal hate for you against Flamenco. And you placed every single Shanks commander over Flamenco.
It's factual.
I forget who, right? And I think you even placed like some other random commanders over Flamenco, some Big Mom commanders over Flamenco.
Hey, that makes sense.
I think in general, it's these characters have buckets. Oda has a plan. I think just kind of shoehorning in Haki for these characters, it just, I feel like Oda's like, what's the point? There's no need. They're fine.
Yeah, but it's possible. Like, I don't think it's crazy to like imagine how they could get stronger if Oda wanted to do it. Like, if this was like Frankie piece, right? He really wanted to go in Frankie. Green Blood Frankie would make sense. Like, I mean, he is robotic. He's a cyborg. He's following Vegapunk's like steps, essentially, schematics. Frankie talked about how he doesn't want a devil fruit. So Green Blood is like the next best thing.
It would be fantastic for Frankie. But in my opinion, if Frankie gets Green Blood and the ability to use different forms of Green Blood, maybe to the point that Frankie reverse engineers it, and then he can somewhat get Green Blood from Luffy. Right?
Ooh,
to the point that now he's using Gear 5. But that's the thing. It's disgusting. So at this point, what happens is you have to limit him. Because if Frankie can use Green Blood and utilize it, reverse engineer it, he's stronger than Jinbei.
He's a crazy guy, yeah. If he's over here doing like giant insane robot punches like Emmett, yeah.
Come on, bro. If he can utilize these powers, like he gets to it like an insane, like if he can, now we can swim like Senor Pink. Or knowing Frankie, he'd have different modes where he can utilize different forms, different Green Bloods at the same time.
Imagine he starts mixing them too. Like you mix the Green Bloods together.
So now it's like he has Mr. One's fruit with like, let's say Kizaru's fruit.
Laser blades.
Laser blades.
Just,
come on, bro.
It's just so crazy now. So
it's insane.
Now on to the final thing. So upper, higher, lower. Where are you? Do you think the claw marks come from Loki or Shamrock? If you had to like settle it in for one.
You convinced me. where I want Shamrock, but I think it's Loki. So I agree that I want Shamrock.
Yeah.
I think it's Loki.
My thing with Shamrock, one last thing about him, but Oda kind of hyped the hell out of Shamrock with the One Piece trailer for the volume. And that's because, like, Shamrock was introduced, but he came to Elbaf, and then he pretty much immediately left. He showed up, he aura farmed, he beat Loki, and then he said, hey, back to the Holy Land. So it's like, if we get him
voice
here...
actor?
Yeah, Nanami's voice actor, yeah. And it's like, dude, if that's all we get from Shamrock, I wouldn't say it's underwhelming because the reveal is big. But I'd be like, okay, we needed more. Maybe this is how we get more. Maybe it is via this flashback. And maybe this is how Shanks officially, you know, says that he's not going to be a Knight of God anymore. Right? Like, it's like, hey, Shamrock, I'm out of here.
How I look at it is like how we looked at Film Red. All the marketing around Film Red, even the name of the movie, Shanks. Oda, listen, Oda, Shueisha, Toei, they understand what sells, okay? And if you have a red hair in the arc, I'm going to show you the red hair. If you have a red hair in the movie, we're going to show you the red hair. So I honestly think they're like, well, it's not like he wasn't here. It's not like he wasn't here. He was just not as prevalent in the story. Sorry.
God.
It is what it is.
Yeah, that could be the case. But we will see. Hopefully he does come back in, though. I think everybody's cheering on for a Shamrock re-arrival. And just a brotherly matchup.
Who's the character that you feel like should be more popular based on their standing in the story? That don't get the same acclaim as far as or the reception from the fans when they show up in the story?
Kid.
That's crazy.
He's gonna be here in Elbaf. I think Kid and Law are gonna show up and they're gonna look amazing. Just wait.
That's crazy. Kid and Law night and day as far as how the fans perceive them.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing, right? Like, Kid is up there, but the fans hate him, dude. Fans do not like Kid.
It's his pants.
I think it's just like the whole thing where Law stole Kid's backstory, man.
Law has just been more saucy, bro. And Kid...
If we switched roles, Kid would be loved by everybody.
Yeah, but personality-wise, it's so different. Here's the thing. You seen X-Men 97?
No.
In X-Men 97, of course, they have Magneto. And, of course, personality-wise, Kid is not that. Because Magneto was wise, he was savvy. Part of the issue that people have with Kid, I don't even think it's his personality. I think it's just how Oda kind of shows the character. Where even his use of his devil fruit, we kind of view it as mediocre.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, and the thing is, he's done some crazy things. Like, if you look at it, like from the bull to the cage that he created, like, he does some amazing things with his devil fruit. But a lot of people look at it like, it doesn't look as cool. Like, Law touched the earth's crust with his blade.
But Kid's railgun was awesome, though, was it not?
It was cool, but like, you look cool, but then you have Law over here doing all this amazing stuff with his blade.
I was expecting Kid to do universal pulls out here, like Pain. And he can do that, like, but he needs to, like, awaken. He needs to awaken, and then he has to physically touch you and then touch the thing he wants to send you to. So it's like a lot of caveats for that simple power.
He limits
it. It's a crazy limit.
With Kid, it's just not as cool. I think it's real technical, but I don't think based on how it's shown is appreciated. Like, one of the biggest feats in One Piece that people just don't acknowledge is Big Mom literally picking up the earth to dodge Kid's bull. And Big Mom is one of the more durable characters in the story. She was like, I don't want to take that hit again. And she did that. And I think for the story, he's never going to get his just due just because it doesn't look amazing. Yeah,
it doesn't look as good as the next guy.
No, it doesn't. And, it's unfortunate, but it kind of is what it is.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Kid, man. We wish him the best.
Rest in peace. Kid is fine.
He's going to show, like I said, he's going to show up here, like Sanji, Zoro, they're going to fight, and they're going to be like, man, we haven't mastered Conqueror's Haki yet. If only we had an expert here. And then that's when Kid shows up. And he says, let me teach you a thing, Roanoa.
I would like to see Kid back, but how I'd like to see Kid back is a weird one because I would like to see him back in a way that is showing some kind of growth, some growth in some area. Unfortunately, I don't think we're at that place in the story where Oda has enough time to show growth for Kid.
Unless there's like a Elbaf time dilation thing going on.
Right. But the thing is, technically, he should be an Elbaf, right?
Yeah, off the coast, he was last seen underwater, which does open up the theories of Barbell saving him.
Maybe he's unaffected because he's underwater?
Maybe.
Or because he's not in Elbaf and he's off the coast?
Yeah, he could be fine.
Because we don't think Kid is dead.
Yeah, Kid's not dead.
He's not dead. He's not dead. Now, if Kid is dead, genuinely atrocious character.
Yeah, if he's dead right there, I mean, I'm gonna say that's a big fumble.
Huge fumble.
Which it would be very unique fumble too, because like a lot of the other supernovas are alive, so it's like
a lot of people are alive.
Yeah, a lot of people are alive in One Piece. If we just kill Kid because of this, like it doesn't make sense.
It's like why?
Yeah,
it's like Oda it's almost like Oda saying, yeah, I'm kind of good.
And we've seen characters like hit water before with devil fruits and they can't swim, but they just wash ashore. Kid was literally off the coast of Elbaf, so it's like it's not crazy.
We've seen characters with devil fruits literally go into the water and they get out of it in their own way. Like Aokiji when he got sent into the water by Whitebeard. Got out of it. It's just, it's
Big
just
Mom
more
can use
respect on
Prometheus
Kid.
and just get out of there too. I mean, and then Big Mom washed ashore, Luffy washed ashore. Like it can happen. Like it's not insane. And then if we introduce like another factor where like somebody saves him, it's like that's a whole different thing. Like there's so many ways to save Kid.
I just hate the use of the character. That's what I hate.
Just wait till you see him again. When you see him again, you're gonna be like, wow, Oda did it. Goda is cooking once more with Kid.
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. I don't expect much. I'll say that.
Well, with that being said, though, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Really freaking appreciate it as per usual. Check out BDA Law down below. You know exactly where to find him. And we will be back sooner rather than later. Peace out, guys.
Peace out.